Welcome back, everyone. I don't know if you'll be able to see me. It's here, let me get in front of David's memorial. Let's see if you can see me. Nope. Well, it's zero dark and cold and tired 30. It is Saturday. It's Saturday, what is it? The 29th. I don't even know anymore. I'm so tired. Let me get in the light. There we go. We've been going. Yesterday we were in Columbia, South Carolina for David's. Every year the South Carolina DOT does a memorial for all the fallen workers, and they added another name, unfortunately, to the wall. There's 91 now on the wall. So we were in Columbia, and a friend of ours who you've seen in other videos, James, flew in from Connecticut, and we flew back from, we were just flying back at the same time. He had to wait an hour for us at the airport. We flew back from Napa Valley, California. We were there for a week, and we picked him up at the airport, came home. He stayed here for the week. We went Thursday to Columbia for the Friday ceremony. And so we were there, and now I got to go wake him up, or he better be awake. I got to go get the car. Wendy's going to bring us to the airport, and we have a 6 o'clock flight. So I am flying to Connecticut to go pick up the 2023 Ford F-350 Supercab that I had ordered back in October. And as you know, I've talked about it many times. I wanted to make a replica of David's truck because I didn't want to drive it. And little unknown fact, David's truck that's the last place I saw David, was the night before he was going to a concert at a House of Blues. And I saw him when he left. So, as you know, I still have his truck, but I wanted a replica. So it finally came in. I actually got the call while we were in Columbia. Thursday afternoon, late afternoon, I got the call that it was in. I ordered it from a dealer in Connecticut. Wendy's brother works for the dealership, and I got a family discount. So it was worth me flying to Connecticut, and I'll be driving it home. So I am going to go down. I'm going to go get the car. I'm going to make sure James is ready to go. It is now it's about 10 of 4. So hopefully he's all ready to go. I know Miss Wonderful is not happy with having to drive down there. It's about a 35-minute trip to the airport. And I'm going to arrive at 7:30. So James has his car or his truck at the airport. He's going to take me and drop me off at my daughter Brittany's and Kevin's house, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. So let's get going. All right, well, we just landed, came down with James on the same flight, and figured we'd come by and take a look at it, even though I'm not getting it until tomorrow. They haven't prepped it yet, but there's a little sneak peek look at it. Try to get it as close to David's as possible. I'll put. I think so. A lot of people don't like it for some reason. I don't know why. There's the window sticker. Green because I ordered it.
Why wouldn't people like it?
I don't know. But I will get a video when we pick it up. And I definitely have to take that balance off the front and get the Tremor model. Well, here we are on Sunday morning. Well, it's just about noon for pickup time, and it's clean now. The pictures I took earlier wasn't clean. But it won't be clean for long, because you can see, with my luck, it has to be raining when I'm going to pick it up. And as usual, if it was pouring, it wouldn't be too bad because it would wash itself off when I parked it. But as you can see, it's nice and clean now. You can see ourselves in there. Brittany and Kevin are here. But looks good. Let's see if the hitch is in the back. No, hopefully it's inside, because it's got a gooseneck hitch that's supposed to be there. But I'll do a more in-depth one. I know everybody doesn't like these steps, and I talked about it before in the step here, but I don't know why, because they're quite functional. To stand on the tire is not what you really want to do. But all right, well, we got about 10 minutes before I'm supposed to do the actual deal, so let me go see if I can find the salesman, and we'll pick up where this one leaves off. There's a look at the front.
How are you?
Yeah, hop in it and start it up.
Okay. Definitely gonna need to put this stuff on it. Here we go, first start. Well, not really.
For you.
For me, not for the guy who had it for 2 weeks. And he was short. The guy who did it was short, because I'm not tall, and the seat just came.
Well, that's the
Somebody, did they set it at one of the presets? And that's what,
yeah,
that's what it did. There we go.
Do you want to hook up your Apple CarPlay and stuff?
Sure.
Or Android Auto.
Or Android Auto, if you
Yeah.
Auto, yeah, if you could.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
It's actually really easy.
Does the Amazon Music work?
Like, well, probably once it hooks, like
Well,
when
any app will
yes.
work.
Oh,
for you.
yeah, yeah.
Search for your vehicle on your device and select it once it is found.
All right, here it is, 5 after 6. I am going to start heading on my 800-mile journey back to South Carolina. I'm loaded up, ready to go. Gotta love Connecticut to New York on a Monday morning. We're not getting anywhere. Now, this is more like it. I'm just getting close to Port Jervis area, New York, New Jersey, going to the Delaware Water Gap. Ultimately taking 81 and then south that way, because 95 is a horrible way to go. Here's a beautiful view here. This is like the highest part, highest elevation, like 1,600 feet. Beautiful spot here. Hopefully I don't ever have to come back this way again. Welcome to Pennsylvania. Here's the Delaware Water Gap. This is about 40 miles of beautiful scenery all along the river. And the only bad thing is when you get behind somebody who's not even doing the speed limit, it makes for a long road. But this is the only part of this trip that I like, other than pulling back into the driveway at home. All right, just stopped at Costco in Winchester, Virginia for my first fuel stop. And I went, well, I can do 468 miles, so that's better than what the meter said before. I got 14.1 miles per gallon. I'll take a shot of it when I'm driving. It won't show it now. But just wanted to show that. And next leg of the trip. Alright, there's a look at the screen. 14.1 miles per gallon, and there you go. Better than I thought it would be. And I was going, well, I won't say what I was going. I'm breaking it in. Up to 14.3 miles per gallon. And I've got 325 miles to go. 321 miles to go, and I'm up to 14.4 on the Liometer. 14.5 mpgs with only 250 miles to go. Welcome to North Carolina. It is 4 o'clock. I left at 6:15. So I'm almost home, average 14.5 miles per gallon, and that was with some 80 and 85 mile an hour speeds in there, so that's not too bad. I'm quite impressed with what this did, and when I fill it back up, I'll do an exact and check it, but I found these meters are pretty close, so. Here comes the sign that I have been waiting for. Let's see if she tells me. Welcome to South Carolina. Come on, say it. Come on. No, she's not going to say it. Oh, that's because I turned the volume down. All right, here we are the next morning. I'm going to get a better shot of it, but wanted to get one with David's garage behind it, which is not finished yet, but of course it rained when I picked it up. It rained the whole way. Bugs splatter all over. So that's what and it actually looks not too bad for getting through all that dirty roads and rain. But I'm going to wash it, and then I'll do a thorough review and show everything. But just wanted to show it. All right, so here is the power tailgate in action. Take the key fob, and there's a picture that shows the tailgate. Hit it twice, and it is a soft close. And there it is. It doesn't go back up. You got to lift it, but it's very well spring assisted on the up. And it does have this ruler embossed in the back side of the tailgate. I guess that could be useful. And I'm going to show in a minute. I'm going to show this. I ordered it with the gooseneck prep, so that's all ready. And I'm going to open the box. I got to get it, open it up, and I'll show you what's in it. All right. I already cut it open, but I haven't opened it, so we're going to find out together what's in here. Comes with a booklet that shows how everything goes. And here are your two safety chain holders. This way. And here is the 2 5/16 inch ball. And you lift up on the center. That lets the pins go in, and when you let it back down, very good system, much better than the one I have on my 450. So that's that, and then it's got the pucks to close up the holes. And these go in, and it's even got for when the ball is in, you can still close up around it. So pretty good, and it wasn't that expensive. I think it's worth buying it from Ford, having it installed already without having to drill everything and take the bed off or go underneath. And this is the box link tie downs. I personally prefer, in all my trucks, I always put cleats on the outside, which I'll show you, or maybe I've already showed you. in another video, but I do have them. Just want to make sure, because this truck is, the sheet metal is aluminum. I want to make sure that a stainless steel screw is not going to have electrolysis heating the two dissimilar metals and make the paint bubble up. But I've got to double check on that and see. All right, so the other thing I did, and of course I did it before I decided to video me cutting it, is the big air dam. Everybody calls it a a snowplow on the front of these. They put it to try to improve the fuel mileage, which I'm sure that it probably would. But it just looks ugly, and David's truck doesn't have one. So the Tremor models, which is a version of their off-road that you can buy for a lot of money, which I didn't need, comes with a valance very similar to this, and you can buy one for, I think it's like $180. But I really didn't care about it too much, so I took some painter's tape, some 2-inch painter's tape, and I just put it up underneath the bumper, and it lifts up a little bit in the middle. So what I did is I did from here to here with tape, went from there to there, and then I connected the two with one piece of tape in the middle and put it on. And I cut it with a multi-tool, which is a oscillating tool. So that's how much of it I cut off. And if I don't like it, I can always replace it. But I don't know if you can see it on camera. So this is what it looks like after the cut. I know some people online have cut it with a knife multiple times. They took it off. So I'm too lazy for that. I do have to take these things off. They put these, so I don't know, so if you drive over a tree or something or hit a deer, it doesn't go underneath you, I guess. But I don't like that. I'm going to take them off. But this is basically a plastic rasp. So if you work with you know, synthetic decking like Trex or any of that, you would have one of these. So I have one. So basically you just pull that on the edge like that underneath, and you can see what it looks like over there. So I think it looks better. All right, she's off for window tinting. Can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done. All right, just got it back from the window tinting. Beautiful. 5% all the way around and 50% on the windshield. He brought the existing glass, tinted glass that was in the back, to 5% as well, and he threw in a visor strip, which is across. Let me give you a look from inside. Let's see how well this can pick it up. You can see the visor strip up there. Looks good, but man, it's like a totally different vehicle now. Now I've got to put David's memorial stickers on. I'm going to do that right now. All right, today I'm going to be installing the hoop side steps as close as I could get to David's. I actually bought the same ones that we had put on his truck, which were Bully, and I actually have them. They don't fit, but I bought them, but they don't fit the 23. They actually aren't even the same fitment that fits on this, but they're very close to the same. And the nice thing that I like about these is made in the USA. So I'm going to get these installed because it's quite the climb to get up into this truck. All right, let me give you a little look of the interior. So this is a Lariat. It's not an Ultimate, just regular Lariat. I got the carpet, but I got it with the all-weather mats. It says Super Duty on it. They weren't that cheaper than buying it from like WeatherTech or Husky. I usually use Husky. The door, I think I've showed this already, but normally the door on these only opens up that much. But for this year, they decided let's do that. So I think that's very good. It gets it out of the way, because otherwise, especially if you have a shopping cart, like We just went to Sam's and Costco and that with it yesterday, and having that open like that was fabulous. So again, these seats flip down. There's not a lot of knee room there, so it's not made for that. But for smaller people, or you could sit sideways. If I was going to sit back there or have somebody sit, you just sit in that seat and just put your legs this way. It's got 2 USBs. It's got air conditioning back here. It's got 120. It's got those ports there. So the sliding rear window. It's got hooks to hang your shirts and or whatever you would like to. As you saw, the steps are on. The windows were tinted, so they put this sticker on here so we don't roll it down. But you've got power up and power down windows, front and back, adjustable mirrors, in and out for the mirrors, lock, and it's got 3 positions for other drivers, but there probably won't be any other drivers, so it'll always stay in position 1 more than likely. And let's go inside. So now with that step, it's not very nice. But this tinting, I just love this tinting. It's got the HomeLink garage door or gate. I use it for my gate. All our garage doors I have manual, but sunglass holder right there. It's got the upfitter switches, 6 of them, and they're already wired underneath. And behind the mirror is, behind the visor is a mirror on both sides. So let's start it up. We'll get a startup of it. So it's got a key fob like that. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of dark in here now. So foot on the brake, push to start. There's what you get on the screen. And it will take a little bit for it to hook up to my phone. But let's turn that down so we don't get a strike from YouTube. So it's got its own navigation, but if you're hooked up to Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you get that. You can push the button, you can talk, it'll tell you, you can tell it where you want to go. It's got backup cameras, so you can see this is looking down. You've got let's see, so you can make that view bigger. You can, there's a view. So you've got all these choices. This is a good one, so when you're backing up to a gooseneck, I don't have to get out 4 times or have Wendy tell me which way to go. That's the normal. When you put it in reverse, you'll get to see it. See, and it shows your trailer hitch, and it kind of shows you which way the tires are turned, so it'll give you a projected line of where to go. So that's looking down at the hitch, so when you're actually going to back up to the trailer hitch, you get a downward view, because a lot of them, if you don't really have a depth perception as to how close you are. Like on my Toyota, it does not, you don't, or both Toyotas, the 4Runner and the Tacoma, you don't get a good idea of it looking down the side of the truck. And it also has one where you could plug it in and put it on the back of your trailer. So I don't have one for that, but so that's that. So yeah, it's got a second auxiliary that's good for like your registration and that kind of thing, and then it's got the normal one here. It's got 12 volt 20 amp 120 volt 20 amp, and it's got 12 volt there. It's got your drive modes. This has a locking rear diff, 2-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low. It's got slippery roads, eco mode, everything. It does everything in this screen here. If you go to the menu, you can get different gauges if you want. It'll give you all the temperatures in actual numbers rather than looking at a gauge. And it'll give you your pitch and roll So obviously I'm not tipped, so that's pretty good. So it's got a lot of, and it shows, you see I've got the wheels turned in the front 20 degrees, so you know which way you're going to be pointing. It's got dual climate control, air conditioned seats, heated steering wheel, brake controller here. Whoop, it's telling me the trailer's disconnected. I know, I'm just showing the people. So this cup holder, it's a 2 cup holder with storage, or you can slide this over and you can have 4 cup holders, and then this closes like that. And there, this is a wireless charging pad for your phone. Slips right, well, I'll show you. And it fits and it works. So that pops right in there. So you can actually look at it too as you drive. I've got it in upside down. And then it's got where you can actually plug it in. And if you want, you can take a laptop, well, not a laptop, but a tablet, and you can, or your phone, and you can stick it in this tray right here. And it's got holes underneath, so you can plug it in and still have it sit in there. So if you wanted to put your tablet in there as well, you could do that. So, and then got lots of storage in here, which is messy. It's not really messy. I have the from the gas station receipts in there that I threw in on the trip, so I haven't cleaned it out. So, all right, that's about it. And I almost forgot this, so I don't know where I'm going to put it, but as I showed you on David's truck, he has it looks like a 6.7 badge, but with the 7.3 on it. So I wanted to get something, because this is a 7.3, and that's what I liked about it, that he has a 7.3 diesel, and I was able to get a 7.3 gas, and I don't need another diesel. So I don't know if you can see it on there, but it's got, that says you know, V8, and it says 7.3 right there. So the guy, when he was tinting the windows, he saw it and he liked it. So, but it looks factory. It's a nice badge. Anyway, so that was the closest I could find that looked similar to the one on David's truck. All right, here we are, end of video. So I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done. I'll show you, well, first let me show you the comparison. So this is what I was going for. So this is as close as I could get pretty much to David's. So let me show you David's first. His is actually a 99. He's got an 05 front on it, but it's actually a 99 F-250 with 7.3 diesel, which is a fabulous motor. I've had 3 other vehicles with them, and it really is. And this thing, the sound of it, you always know when it's a 7.3. So I was trying to go for, he put that's like the 6.7 badge, but it says 7.3 Power Stroke International because it's in an international motor. And he had put the international truck badge on the front because the 7.3 is made by International. I have that on the front of my 450 as well. So he has a 22-inch Harbor Freight light bar in the front, and I was going to put that on, but a 22-inch, it's the same also that I put on the Warrior and on the tractor, on the Kubota tractor. That needs an 18. A 22 will not fit in that hole like it is on his. What else? I did not lift mine. I got a 350 instead of a 250 so that it is taller from the factory. And I measured, what I did was I measured from the center of the door where the 2 doors come together. And his is 1.5 inches higher than this one is. So it's pretty close, because I do not want to do lifts. Don't want to do that. My brother-in-law, my son-in-law, John, works for a company that does lifts, but I just don't really want to do it. I wanted to get it so I could use it. So as you can see, I got the memorial stickers on. I did get the windows tinted, had that done. I think I talked about it already. Got the visor strip. I've got the cab lights on it. Obviously he has stacks on his with the diesel. I'm not putting stacks on a gas. We welded that up for him. I'm going to weld, that's the other last thing that I need to do, is I'm going to weld another rack like that, because I think a pickup truck without a rack is worthless if you want to put anything long. You always see people sticking things way out. It looks ridiculous. It's unsafe. Put that rack on there makes it very functional. And I always put these boat cleats on the side, and I am going to do that on this as well. I just did not pick up the hardware. I was a little torn on what to get because this whole truck body is aluminum. So stainless steel and aluminum, they may not like each other, but I think it'll be all right because clearly this bed is attached. It's attached, and it's not attached with aluminum bolts, I can tell you that. So I think I'm just going to do it, and in 30 years, it's not going to matter anyway. So what else? Let me finish talking about the, I don't know if you can see it on his truck. Oh, and the air horn. That'll be the bonus at the end. If you've never heard the air horn on his truck, the compressor is in here, but I put David's initials, DJS, David Joseph Civic, put that on there. So I'm going to put that on when I weld the rack for that, and I will also get a 22-inch light bar, Harbor Freight light bar, and I will mount that as well on there. So let me get down. And he also has Harbor Freight, those lights for backup lights as well on the back. So the steps, those are bully steps, but these are cars, what I put on here, but they're very much the same. I like the look of them. Very functional. You open the door because you really, I mean, that's high. I mean, it's about 30 inches to step up to here. So now you can put your foot on the step, and you've got a handle. Pull yourself right in. That'll give you a little view of, got the 75-year anniversary of Ford on the screen when you open the door, but you can see the look with the visor, and the windshield has a 50% tint on it as well. And this is the old plate that I got back from the dealer with. So I'm going to reach, that's going to be getting shipped back. You can see the seats are very nice. These are air conditioned and heated. The back, I've got one flipped up and this one is down. So I'll probably keep them up. There's not a lot of knee room there. Poor Dylan would not be able to to fit back there. If he did, he'd have to sit here and put his legs that way. But I will probably keep them up like that because I didn't buy this. I have enough crew cabs. I don't need to have another one. Again, this was to be as close to David's truck as possible. And I do like the steps. I don't know why people don't like them. I mean, I'm not a Chevy fan. I have a GMC. I've had two GMCs. I still have one, as you know, the dump truck I call the Teaspoon is a GMC, and it's a 1990, and it's only got 34,000 miles on it, and it's still going, and it's great. But it is not a Ford. They are not as good, but I think it's very functional, and this side step is also very functional, especially if you have a dually. But to be able to step up here and reach what's back here without stepping on the tire and twisting your knee, because when you have a dually and those big fender flares stick out, you torque your knee trying to reach something. So I got a new trailer hitch. That's a 2.5 inch. The 450s have a 3 inch, but the 250s and 350s come with a 2.5 inch now. They used to give you a sleeve to make it fit the normal 2 inch, and they don't give you the sleeve anymore, and the sleeve is a pain because you always have to get it lined up. And so I bought a 2.5 inch Kurt Pintle / 2 5/16. So I can pull the other trailer, and I think, as I've showed, this is all set up for the gooseneck package. It's got the gooseneck hitch underneath, the frame, and then I've got the ball and the inserts for the safety chains, and the power is here. And I don't know if I showed this or not. I'll show it again just in case I didn't. This has the Pro Power onboard 2 kilowatt system there, so you can run saws. It's got a lot of power, so I figured that could be handy for that. So, all right, 34-gallon gas tank. Like I said, I made it all the way back from Connecticut. It was about 900 and something miles, just on one fill up. So So less than 2 tanks, I was able to make it back. Almost average 15 miles per gallon. And I was going, well, I won't say how fast I was going, but I was probably a little ahead of the speed limit, and it still got that. Oh, and as you can see from the front, I cut that big valance down to a 2-inch valance like what is on the Tremor, and it looks much better. And I don't know, people don't like that grill. I think the grill looks very nice. Maybe some people said it looks better in person. I don't know. I never disliked it. But you know, a lot of people don't like things when they're new. And some people, if they can't afford it, then they don't like it because they don't want anybody else to get it. I guess, I don't know. But it doesn't matter because I'm happy with it. And I'm pretty sure David is happy with it. I stopped, and I'll put a couple of pictures up for it. Oh, I put a couple of pictures up of it. I went by, part of David's ashes are buried in Connecticut with his grandfather on his mother's side. And I brought the truck to the cemetery the day I got it. It was raining, of course. I'll put some pictures up. Brittany was there. Kevin was there. And at the same time, Wendy sent me pictures on Eagle Mountain, what I call Eagle Mountain, which we've talked about before. The eagle came and landed right when I was sending her the pictures that I was at the cemetery. So I know David is happy with this truck. And, you know, I don't know what else to say about it. It's bittersweet for me. It's what I need to do to get myself through the day. And I wanted to drive his truck around in remembrance of it, and I would never drive his truck. Like I said, I drive his truck around here on special occasions, just around the property. I would never take it out onto the street because I would be afraid something would happen to it. Somebody would hit it. So anyway, I guess that's enough of that. So hopefully that gives you insight of the 23 Super Duties, and you got to see mine and the reason for it. So again, as usual, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. All right, I'm going to do this little bonus at the end if you're still here. The other thing that I'm probably going to get like the loudest electric one I can get, but David has, as I showed, has actual air horns. And there are 4 big trumpets, and he put it where the spare tire goes. I don't know if you can see them there. There's 4 of them. There's one in the back. You can't really see it. I'll turn you sideways. Don't get sick. Take some Dramamine next time. But I'm going as people know, on Mondays when he was born and Thursdays when he passed, I blow the horn at the times. So I'll let you hear what it sounds like. Either turn your volume up, or you probably want to turn it down. If you have your headphones on, you might blow your eardrums out. But I'll let you hear what it sounds like. Well, there you go. Hope you like it. And while I was editing this part of the video, this just popped up on we have this rotating screen, and this literally just popped up, almost the same view that I just showed you.
David Joseph Civic, RE Maintenance, July 25th, 2019. Cecil Andrew Morgan, RE Maintenance, July 25th, 2019.